Moist.
So cloudy.
What?
All right, Sedge.
Do I hear a sign? Oh!
It's the
I thought. Tell me when we're ready.
We're live.
Oh, we are? So everybody, if you don't know, we're live. Hey, can you see that I'm live, Travis? Okay, takes a second, right? Okay, tell me if we are. Okay, we're good? So what's really funny is I thought the police were coming after me because I'm hearing a siren, but I gotta remember it's 12 on Friday. Hey, you know what? That's our go sign, isn't it? I never heard that before. Hey everybody, it's 12 noon, the tornado alarm's going off. It's a tester. Just so you know, there's no tornadoes here in Lebanon, Indiana. And we're gonna do Festool Live, right? What episode, Christine?
218.
218. Everybody, let's call out the room. This is Christine, Red Panda. Behind the camera, we have Chris, the unit,
Hey,
Cybert.
let's go.
Okay?
Yep,
You good with that?
I'm great with that.
Okay, not Mr. Bitcoin or Mr.
That's
PTO.
Good too. That's good too.
That's good too?
Yeah,
Okay.
great.
Hey, speaking of Mr. PTO, Miss PTO is out of here. She's probably watching. Minnie, we miss you, but we have an all-star here. He's got wicked good printing. Hey, everybody, tell Travis where you're from, please. Hashtag Trappist. Okay, so on the line, we have Brent. He'll answer all your questions because sometimes I don't get the answers right. And the announcements I got to make are what?
Mother's Day.
I know that. I wrote it there. So Christine told me it's Mother's Day this weekend. So happy Mother's Day to everybody. And what else? Anything else we got to announce? Travis, you got anything? Never mind.
Pacers.
Hey, Pacers are playing tonight.
They are.
They're 2-0 over the Cavs, right?
That's right.
All right, here we go.
and they're at home.
And they're at home. And it's race month, right?
Yeah.
We got the Indy Grand Prix. That's how you say it. There's an X there.
Yeah.
It's pre. Okay. Chris. Easy. Okay, you should have seen the dry run this morning. I thought the unit was going to lose it here. Okay, everybody. Today, I am so lost because earlier in the week I said, hey, Chris, we're going to do top systems tip. I can't even say it. Top system tips, number 6. He said, Sedge, it's number 9. You got it inverted. So it's top systems number 9. And I got several tips to show you. And let me just explain what these tips are. When we're doing a training or a demo, we see everybody, I call it a tell, they go, oh, cool, man. In other words, it's questions that people have, and I like to answer them. And when we do it live, which we do in front of people at demos or Festool experiences, check that out. Travis, you're doing a Festool experience this fall.
I got one in about a couple weeks.
In a couple of weeks. You know how you find out about Festool Experience? You go on the Festool USA or the Festool Canada website, and you look under events, and guess what pops up? All the experiences. You could check in Canada what province you're in. You could check what's coming near you for a demonstration. Or here in the United States, you could go state by state. Did I get that right, Christine?
Yep.
And Christine is the one who runs it all. She's amazing. Okay, she just doesn't come in for an hour a day here on Friday. She does other things. Okay, so check out the Festool experiences. I'm doing one with you up in South Bend this fall, right?
Yep.
All right, that's gonna be cool. You know what's in South Bend? When we fight to win. No. Okay, let's start over here. They got great. You know why I like Notre Dame? They got great colors, don't they? Oh yeah. Okay.
Good nachos too.
Good nachos. What? What are you talking? Oh, you guys had nachos? Oh, we had that great mix. I had that burrito that was the size of my head.
Mex Express.
Oh my God, it's good. Okay. So, Christina, you okay?
Focus.
Okay, focus. Okay, so we're going to talk about clamps. And this came about when somebody was asking about the hold down clamp for the K-Pex. They said, don't drop it. They said it was hesitating when they were setting it up and down and locking down material. So I I said, let's talk about this then, because I get hesitation in these. These are the clamping elements. They come with 2 dogs. All right, and you lock pieces together. But the hesitation comes with wear and tear. Okay, hear me out on this. I do this to all of my clamps. Over time, where it locks, and Chris, hopefully we can get in here. When I lock this down, this metal is harder than this metal. So when you lock it, it has to be, because when you lock it down, it doesn't move. It bites into this bar. Same thing over here. There's a cam in here that locks on this bar, and you can see the knurling. So once a year, twice a year, when I get hesitation in moving these in and out, it's just a simple process. I take Granat Soft, I usually about at 120, and I just take it like this really quick. Watch. Where are you, knurling? Right here. Okay, I take it, and it gets smooth like that. I just go all around. I'll do it over here on my Capex hold down clamp. You'll see it'll, okay. And then what I do, it's nice and smooth. I make sure it's smooth. And then I take, and I pre-lube this morning. I got a little machine oil on here, and I just take a little like this and put it on there. And you'll see it actually cleans it as well. Okay, and I do that to all my clamps. And now, there's no hesitation. So when people used to come into training, they used to say or ask, what is the technique that you use to make sure these run smooth? And I would show them the knurling. So on this one, when I take it over, and I'll give you a tip about this hold down, because this hold down is fantastic. When you put it in, okay, there's a little bit of play in here. Right? So when you lock it down, and that's why you have these flat spots on here, so you can lock it right up against the fence. I like to do this. I like to lift it up here, okay, and push it down. And that locks it in so solid, it's ridiculous. Okay, so that just helps it move up and down smooth. We do get calls frequently on the hesitation in that bar. Just knock it down with a little Granat Soft sandpaper and a little light machine oil. Okay, I do that to all the clamps. Whether screw clamps, you'll see right here. Okay, it was really hard to find one of these with knurling this morning in here because I do prep them once a year. I just knock it down on that bar ever so slightly so it's nice and smooth. And once again, take a little of that light machine oil, and this makes the clamps work great. And then I'll actually take a little of that machine oil and put it right in here for the ratcheting clamp, and it just makes it smooth. Okay, so that's a little tip for you on clamping. Christine, do you have any questions on that? No. Whew, I passed the bar. Okay, next. What's the right technique on changing a splint again? My goodness, forever I've been teaching people this, and it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to peel it off, okay, just like this. So okay, let's answer the first question. When do I change a splint again? When you are unsatisfied with the quality of cut. When I cross-cut plywood, not just ripping, but cross-cutting plywood, when I get splintering and I'm not satisfied with it, then I'll change a splint again. Okay? Now, I've heard people give tips all the time. Watch. Oh, what you can do to renew it is you can move it out like this, away from this. Hopefully we get this right. There's a little ledge here, okay? If you move it out like this, okay, you can get a fresh edge. Is that true? Yes. But what happens with humidity, that's going to move a little bit. Okay? I like to put a whole fresh one on there. Okay, every time, because when it goes up against this ledge, okay, it won't move and it stays solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. And I've heard people say that, oh, let's get rid of that. I've heard people say this and give this advice quite often. Do you clean this? Well, you can if you want. I don't. I find it moves less if I don't clean it, okay? So if you want to clean it, I don't use any solvents. If I just want to get a little of this stuff off, I'll scrape it off. But I think it sticks still better if I just leave it. So what I do is I cut it rough to length, like this. I just snip it like this. And then when I put it on, is this coming through pretty good, Christine? I don't put it to the exact end. I put it in a little, because if you know how to use your track saw, you don't want those cams to come off. So I just take it like this and I put it right up against this ledge. All right, and I've seen people have situations where they don't put it up against that little extrusion, or ledge as I call it, just like this. So here's the elephant in the room. I'm going to bring this over. My splinter guard keeps peeling off. Well, there's a couple of reasons, and I'll show you right now. One, you leave it protruding here, and when you stand it up, it peels off. Okay, so when I cut this end as well, see that right there? That's the end of my rail. I don't cut it even with the rail. I cut it in a little. Okay, just like this, and you put the sticky on the back of Chris like that. Okay, now, did you see how I adhered that? Okay, this is gonna peel off, I guarantee it. Do you know why? Watch, I went like this. Okay, all the way down. I did not spread the adhesion. So, it's kind of like if you've ever done a mica top. Okay, you just don't put it on there with your contact cement. You roll it out, okay? You don't need to go get a roller or anything. I like to take something I've rounded over. I actually like these large dominoes. You have to get dominoes to do this. Okay, no, you don't. What I do is I spread the adhesion like this, okay? So I am tacking it all the way down, just like this. And I can actually see it turning whiter underneath. It's kind of like yellowish, but it turns whiter underneath as I'm spreading the adhesion. And then I've showed you this in other episodes. I just cut it, and now I have a fresh splinter guard, and I get a unbelievably perfect cut with it. Not just ripping, but the beauty of the track saw is when you can cut veneered plywood absolutely perfect, cross-cutting it and getting no what? Look, come on, look at this. There is no, it's 100% splinter free. And no, I didn't cut that with a TSV scoring saw. I cut it with just a regular track, and that is absolutely perfect. Now ripping, you'll get with your track a good cut because you're following the grain. It's long grain cut, okay? Where the track saw really shines is when you cross-cut veneered plywood or cross-cut hardwoods. You get a splinter-free cut, okay? If that matters to you. And it should. So that's how you put on and adhere a splinter guard properly. Next. I can't tell you. I love teaching people about the Festool line boring system. We call it the LR32, 32 millimeter spacing of holes. I call this the Holy Rail. You'll never, hey, we were talking about Monty Python earlier, weren't we? We were. You know what? I'll never be in search of the Holy Grail. Never mind. Okay, I already got one. Okay. So, the Holy Rail, 32 millimeter spacing. This is the LR32 kit. Okay, and everybody thinks, oh, I just take it out, I put a router on there, and it's good to go. I got to calibrate the plate first. So when I hook this up, just like all our track saws, we have the cams here, right? And what does that do? That knocks out what? The lateral tolerance. Now, when we did our last router class in here, or episode, we talked about all the different guide stops. You got to knock out the lateral tolerance on those as well. Well, here, when I get my LR32 system, you only need to do it once. Okay? You're going to see these two pieces here. Okay? Those are acting like what? The cams. They go on here like this. Okay? You don't adjust them with these. Okay, you adjust them, and hopefully we can see this. Can you see that, Christine? There's a little slotted screw in there. You can see it? Okay, cool. Hey, he's getting pretty good at this camera stuff, isn't he?
Trying.
Okay. Okay. Now, to adjust those, I don't let the pin stay in a hole. I want to do it up here so there may be movement. And then in like little quarter turns, you have to use a Festool slotted screwdriver. Okay. And because Chris has to retire someday. Okay. And you knock out the slot. Now, for me, that's too tight, so I will back it off ever so slightly. See, I had that dialed in perfect, but Chris messed it up for the show. God, you get blamed for everything. What is that? And that's absolutely perfect. Calibration tip number 1. The reason I love talking about this is I had a friend down in North Carolina. And he said, I'm having a situation with my LR32 system. The back holes and the front holes are cocked just a little. And I go, well, did you center it on a plate? He goes, yeah, I have a 1400. And the way the 1400 mounts, he's telling me this, there's 2 screws. And guess what? He just put it on there. And he goes, I don't have to use the centering mandrel. That's only for the 1010. And I went, absolutely not. There's still a little play in there. So this is a centering mandrel. It fits absolutely perfect in that center hole there for the plate. So when you put it on, I just tuck it in. It's an 8mm. I'm just going to give it a little oomph with the ratcheting. Call it right here. Give it a little, boy, I'm glad I'm doing this. Okay, I don't have to kill it. I put it on there, and then I take my mounting screws. Make sure you hang in there with me, Chris. Okay, this notch does not go there. It switches around. It's kind of cattywampus. And I'm going to put it in here like this and get them statted. Did you get that, Chris? See, right there? And they're slotted screws. Okay, so guess what you got to use? Thank you, Christine. Man, you are so slow today, unit.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, yeah, guess what? I had one right over here. Yeah, they're the same size. Okay, good? So, pretty simple, watch. See how it's centered in there? Okay. I lock it in, so it's kind of hands-free, and then I tighten it up. If I didn't have that in there, and I tightened it up, look, there's slight movement. So, take it like that, and I'm ready to rock and roll. I tighten it up, and I'm almost there. Wait a minute. Maybe I should talk about calibrating something else first. Let's do that, okay? Because you could do it with the router on it, but it's simpler. There's one more calibration. I wasn't going to do it, but I just looked at the time, and I got plenty of time. Hang in there, everybody. Might as well cover everything. I'm going to leave that on there for now. There's one more plate calibration. Okay. Let's see where they are. Okay, here they are. Got it. And the kit comes with common thread. Remember common thread? 5mm wrench or hex key. Okay. So everybody thinks these are calibrated out of the kit, out of the sustainer, but they're not. Now, oh boy. Hang on a second. Let me look. Yep, let me see. I think I can do this better. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get a little bit of light on here. Hey, Mo! So we can see it. This will work out perfect. Okay. I want to make sure you see this. There's a little scale on here. Okay? Christine, can you see that?
Hold on a second.
Huh?
See that?
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Let's see. Hang on. We can get it right here, Chris. Come over here.
There you go.
Okay? There's a mark on here. See where it says 0? That line there is 0. Okay, so I'm going to put this back on the parallel edge stop. And as I slide it in, I'll make sure my scale lines up. And I'm going to come in here. And on here, there is a 0. Make sure we get that, Chris. See the 0 to 0?
Hold on.
Christine, you got that?
Yep.
Man, how did I ever do this without this light? It's amazing. It is a good light. It's the, do you know what it's called? It's called the KAL-C. It's our cordless light.
What?
And you, oh my God, you actually, everybody, you have to go to the website to see the low price on this. Okay, good. What? I think I just do this to see you guys chuckle. I'm such an idiot. Okay, you ready? There's one. Let's get the other one in here. So what I'm getting at, so you can see it, is you set it at 0 line to 0. Okay, and you lock it in. Okay. Okay, you ready?
I was just, it was fine. I was just
How's that?
See where it's...
That might be a good shot. Got it?
Okay.
Ooh, you want it really bright? This has 3 settings. That's at the highest setting. That's 1200 lumens. Okay, good. I get everything in this shop. It's awesome. Okay, so I want to make sure this reads true 0 to the plate, because of course we're going to set it at 37 millimeters to go in from the front edge, 37 millimeters. Or if we're boring cup hinges, the setting's 22, 23 on here. Okay, now, when you put these on the rail, you put them right here, and that should go, oh, look, it goes right in the notch. I have these calibrated. Pretty cool. So let's check the, Chris, you good?
Yep.
You getting that? That's how you know that reading of 0 is perfect. So these are calibrated. Let's do the other one. Okay, hang on. You like this, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take that. Let's see if I can get this set just right. Okay, hang on. Ooh, better. Oh, look at that. And let's see if that goes in. Absolutely perfect. Christine, is that coming in?
There you go.
Right there. Look at that. Okay, but what if it wasn't? What if I took it in, that pin hit right here? See this right here? That's a 5 millimeter hex screw. I just take it like this. I'm going to open it up. Wow, that's tight. That's something that Chris might have said. Okay, so what if I had it like this, out of the sustainer, and it was hitting out here? That wouldn't be true 0. So what I want to do is put it here. Now, Chris, come over here so we can see this. Okay, you see how the plate's bumping up against there, but there's a little space back here? Because you want that even and leave that space. Because if I went and jammed it up against here, it would be cocked a little. Okay, so what you want to do is just bring it in so that's even there. I'm at 0, and then I tighten up the screw, 5 millimeter. Okay, see that? And let's just verify. Oh my God, that's perfect. I can turn off my light now. Okay, verified. Now, what I'll do is I'll pull it off, and then I'll tighten it. The only time these go out of whack is if they get dropped, all right? Because you do have a little leeway in there, right there. Okay, pretty simple. Next calibration, I'll go back to it because it's easier to do these parallel edge guides with the router off of the plate. Now I'm going to put it back on here like this. I got my centering mandrel in there. I'm going to bring my plate just like this, and let's get those screws back in there. Travis, how you doing?
Purple tunnel setting in.
Wow, but boy, your printing is so much better than Minnie's. Minnie, you enjoying your time with your sister? I hope so. You deserve it. All right. Okay, so let's get that centered just like this, and let's tighten up these screws. And guess what? You're ready to go. Now, these you have to calibrate once. These you have to calibrate once, unless you drop them. This you have to do every time, but it literally takes a minute to do, if that. Okay, and now you're ready to go, punching holes. I just take out the centering mandrel and put in, and I've covered this 100 times already on Festool Live, one of the 2 5 millimeter boring bits. Remember that one with the point? okay, is a high piercing point for through panels, center panels, and that is the one you're going to use the most. It's a flat bottom boring bit. And they're really not boring, they're kind of exciting. Never mind. No, Christine? You gave me a 2 thumbs up? Well, thanks, Red Panda. Wow, he does have nice printing. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Okay, moving right along, Sedge. Travis is perfect. Okay, hey Travis, you've done about 20 episodes with us, haven't you?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah, we got quite a few people that help us out here, other than the normal crew. Okay. Wow, okay, I love this one. Does anybody in their shop have this hose end taped with duct tape because it fell off, got cranked, and it keeps falling off? I walk into shops all the time and I see duct tape on there and I go, hey, you got a flathead screwdriver? And they go, yep. I insist on the Festool screwdriver. See that? Okay. All right. It's really easy once you understand the hose end. I mean the tool end, okay? This is the vac end, okay? And guess what? That rotates as well. And if that ever falls off, it's the same procedure that I'm gonna step you through. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get behind the table because this is what I'm used to, okay? And that slotted screw is on every end that we have. Okay, so the way you do this is you take a slotted screwdriver and you put it in here and you separate it, and then you come on the other side. Okay, and be patient with this because it does take a little bit. But if you understand the inside of this, because it doesn't kink, rotates on there and swivels. Okay, so if you take this whole thing, and sometimes the whole thing comes off, people don't realize, wow, I haven't done this one in a long time. Okay, this is actually threaded on. Wow, Travis, you ever run into this? That you can't take it off? Wow. You know what? I should have done that prior. Let me just do this really quick. See if I can do this without breaking it. Wow, interesting. There it is. It's a reverse thread. Okay, so if you understand this, this hose end has been on every single hose we've ever had, because that's why it doesn't kink, it doesn't get bound up. It's because this is actually sliding on that. So if this whole apparatus comes off just like this, and you try to put it on without threading it, guess what? It's going to continue to fall off. That's why I see so much duct tape. At Festool, you don't need duct tape, okay? Hopefully we can see inside. It's threaded, okay? So when I thread this on, see this? Every hose has this. You thread it on like that. Boy, that was on good. You know what the problem was? I didn't have Festool channel locks with me. They're out back. Okay. Oh, duh. Brent's watching this and he's saying, Sedge, you forgot to put the little clip on. You know how many times I've done that? I forgot to put the clip on. The clip goes on first, okay? And then you thread this on. I have done this 1,000 times, and I still forget to put the clip on. Okay, and see that? Now, when you put this on, it snaps back in, just like this. Just like I'm not doing. Just be patient, take your time, but that will thread in like that and snaps on, and that won't pull off. I don't know, it must take an amazing amount of force for this to pull off, but it happens every once in a while. I guess sometimes this gets old, whatever. And I think, Chris, in the description, you put that in there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So next thing I want to talk about, and it's really simple. This is 27 millimeter hose. This is the most revolutionary thing I've seen. I almost broke. Anybody want to recondition OF 1400? Repair, get in here. Okay. This right here, connecting hoses. Okay, but there's a tip I'm going to give you. So you could take either 27 and put it inside there, or a 36. And that's how you connect hoses nowadays. It's that simple. In the old days, it wasn't. You'd have to take this off and put another vac hose on, and then, Chris has an description, and put this on. Okay, to connect the hoses, vac end to vac end. And it would look something like this. We call these rotating adapters. It would go like this, and then voila. But you'd have another vac end on here, rotating adapter, and put it in the vac. Okay, explaining this has been confusing for 18 years. The best thing we did was come out with this so they connect flawlessly. Now, if you are running a length of hose, you always put the larger diameter to the vac and end with the smaller diameter hose. So there's another hose in our arsenal. Okay, it's a 50 millimeter hose, comes in a couple different lengths. If you have a boom arm, you have one of these. It goes from the vac to the boom. Okay, but look, that goes in there. So if you have a 50 millimeter hose and you want to hook up a 27 to it or a 36, the 50 millimeter, the other end comes with one of these. What you need, it's in the description. Chris is really good at this because Christine makes them. Okay, is look how that connects to the other vac end. It's absolutely perfect. All right? Cool? That's how you connect hoses, everybody. Simple. It's called a hose connector. Years ago, you had to get a hose connector and another vac end, and we call them rotating adapters. But now you know if this ever peels off, you have to snap it apart and thread it back on there. Okay? And make sure you use Festool channel locks if it's really tight. Okay, good. Woo! How we doing? Good? Wow, we finished, Travis. Woo! All right, so, hey, which one started, this one or this one?
The one facing Chris.
The one, oh, okay. Wow, he could get so many more on the board than many. Okay.
Until you said
She's gonna kill me Monday. Okay, everybody, it's Tim. Let's get this done. It's Tim from Houston, Texas. It's Rob from South Devon, England. It's Robert from Landrum, South Carolina. It's Doug from Zionsville. Hey, you know who that is? I don't think I've ever met him.
No, never mind.
Hey, Doug, how are you? We have Chuck from Waseca, Illinois. Merlin from Walla Walla. I think that's in Washington. Ed from Big Island, Hawaii. Stevie from Sweden. Rick from Blackpool, England. Mark S. from Woodcraft, Springfield. Rob G. from Cinnaminson, New Jersey. We have John from Brattleboro, Vermont. Woodcraft, Dayton, Ohio. How you guys doing? Hey, you got a Festool experience over there in July, don't you?
Yep.
Is it July?
Yep, July.
Wicked cool, huh? Hey, we have Corey from Canada. That narrows it down, Corey. Canada. Woo! We have Mike from Massachusetts. We have Johnny O from Atco, New Jersey. David from Shanghai. That just boggles my mind, doesn't it? That is so wicked cool. We have Fish and Doogie from Lancaster, PA. Mike from Edmonton, Alberta. Derek from Harrogate, England. Petri from Ularvi, Finland. I can read these really good. Thank you. Leo from Holland. I've seen her 4 times so far. Jason and Yana from Great Falls, Washington. Dale from Swanlincote, England. We have Jacob from Rhode Island. We have Brent from Louisville, Kentucky. Jason from Fenton, Michigan. Stefan from Augsburg, Germany. Blake Weber from Novato, California. We have Keith from Bozeman, Montana. Soren from Denmark. Terry from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's him, everybody. It's him. It's Dirk from Dayton. Woo! To be the man, you gotta be the man. You gotta climb Space Mountain, Daddy. How you doing, Dirk? Say hi to Stephanie. All right, we have Greg from MN Denver. What the heck is that? MN.
So he's traveling from Minnesota to Denver.
He's from. Okay, hey, Minnie. Abbreviations, you got them. We have Minnesota to Denver. That is Greg. That's a heck of a drive. We have Dana from Yalcott, Washington. We have Kurt from Rochester, Michigan. We have Daniel from Southern California. We have Willie Spatrition from Herndon, Virginia, and there's a cloud over Herndon. He's doing, hey, Minnie, he's doing pictograms. He's really doing good. We have Gerald from DeRidder, LA, David from Israel, Tom and Kelly from Eatonton, Georgia, with a little son.
It's sunny.
It's sunny in Eatonton, Georgia. We have Jurgen from Delft, the Netherlands, Leslie from Bennett, North Carolina. Woo! We have Dave from Portland, Oregon. What's this? Oh, it's Dirk from Dayton. Okay, we have Peter from Powhatan. We have Oliver from French Alps. Woo! That's cool. We have Craig and Tyler from Verts, Virginia. Mark from Loyal Heights, Seattle, Washington. My main man, Dan from Kingman, Arizona. Gene from the Salish Sea. Wow, cool. Where's that?
I have no idea.
Look it up. Google it. Salish Sea. I got to know where that is. We have Joe from Akron, Ohio. We have Apo from Akka, Finland. Mark from Krimpen, the Netherlands. You're always there, Mark. Thank you. We have David from St. Charles, Missouri. We have Lode from Stockholm. Lode, you've been a reg for a long time. Pocono Joe from Lakeville, PA. Dave Miller from Somerset, PA. Happy 50th. It's his birthday?
Yesterday.
Woo! I turned 50 in 5 years from now. We have Dave, and it's her, everybody. It's Gwen. She's got a kind of an accent. From West Virginia. Oliver from Southern California. John from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Mark from Veldhoven, Netherlands. Oh, here we go. North Wales.
I didn't have enough board space, so.
Okay. They're drinking in North Wales. Oh, wow. We have Glendon Alcoholic. No. That's that really long one.
Yeah.
That's too long. But they're wishing everyone a happy Festool Friday. It's sunny and 19 degrees Celsius. It's perfect. Hey, you guys are my heroes. It's okay. Glend and Ethelwyd from North Wales, and they wrote a really long town there. And I tried to pronounce some really long stuff before from there. I have to go and have a pint with you guys. Hey, Warren from Batavia, Ohio. Kevin from West Salem, Ohio. Matt from Newark, Ohio. We have Fifi from Bled, Slovenia. Ono Coffee, woo, from New England. Not the old England, the New England. We have Gary from Plano, Texas. Dale from Hillsdale, Michigan. Steve from Bermuda. Captain Quake from Marietta, Georgia. Height Woodwork Design. You know who that is? That's the Gov.
Oh, that's the Gov?
That's Gary. That's the governor.
Oh.
We have Paul, Cheryl, and Sam from Anthem, Arizona. WTB Woodworking from Huntington Valley, PA. RW from North Georgia. Don't make me laugh, Travis. Kenneth from Oak Park, Illinois. Michael from North Germany. You should have seen the names that Travis was putting on here earlier. We have Lido from Boston, Massachusetts, my hero. Jeff from Mansfield, Ohio. We have Beefcake. Nice. From Bentonville, Arkansas. We have Mark from Ipswich, Mass. I met that dude, man. Wicked cool. Mac, yeah, I met him at JLC. We have Brian St. John Moss from the Bahamas. Kasaba from Hungary. Scott from Greeley, Colorado. Warren from Caldwell, Idaho. We have Richard from Guelph, Ontario. Dave from Columbus. Robert from Delaware. Peter from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Adrian from County Cork, Ireland. You're going, aren't you?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, man. I want to go back to Ireland. That place is cool. Hey, I keep dropping my dry erase marker. We have Mike from Newport, Rhode Island. That's Mike Shea, baby. Wicked cool. Hey, Michael from Edmonton, Alberta. How are you? Norman from Fallbrook, California. Eric from Huntsville, Alabama. AK Bespoke from Eris, Dublin. We have Regina of Saskatchewan. John from Stowe, Ohio. I'm making the unit work. He is on PTO this weekend. Michelle from Paris, France. Brian from Ontario with a Y. Brian with a Y. Ernesto from San Francisco, California. Elia from Littleton, Colorado. Look, it's Fumio from Lafayette. Woo! Fumio, Mr. Miner 49er. Captain Bitcoin, how are ya? All right. Garrett, how the heck are you? We love you, brother. Okay, is that it?
That's it.
Okay, so I got to tell you something. Minnie's a great printer. Travis is fantastic. And Garrett, oh my God, I don't even know if he knows how to print. Okay, everybody. Happy Mother's Day for everybody out there. I'm going to tell you right now. It's about 50 degrees here in Lebanon, Indiana. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's time to go home. I'm just kidding. Hey, everybody, enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your Saturday, Sunday. Have a great weekend. Kick back, relax. We love you. Thank you for being part of this community with us. We just dig it. Okay, hey, Travis, thanks. Brent, thank you on the line. Christine, thank you. Chris, thank you. And Sedge. Oh, that's me, thanks. Okay, everybody. Pat myself on the back. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend. That's a wrap, Christine. You know how to...